I want to get to when I cornered versus you, my roommate Rodrigo Gracie. It was huge, and not I never. It was wild. Rodrigo was coming over from Pride, and I went over there to corner him. And I'll tell you right now, I've never been in a more hostile environment. I love Hawaiians. Let me put that on record. And they love me. But anyway, BJ, that night was fucking crazy. It was crazy. It was, I don't know where it was in Hawaii. I get confused. Honolulu, right?
Yeah.
You fought Rodrigo, and you had a phenomenal night that night, my friend. Rough night for me in the office in the corner, but dude, you took out Rodrigo, and again, hard takedown defense on point, hands on point, and you beat a Gracie.
Yeah, that was one of the. We had a lot of ticket sales for that fight, but I always wonder, like when I see games and fights or whatever, I always think to myself, I just use fights as my example, though. I just go, most fights are lost, not won.
Yeah.
Right? It's not that somebody just went. And you know what? When we were doing it was like the stare down right before we went out to the cage. And then that's where I felt like, because even in those are little things. Everything is something, just a little, one more thing, and it's a war. Act like you've been in one before.
Right. Hey, that second time outside in the Aloha Arena, was it?
Yeah.
When you fought Master Henzo. Listen, this was a special moment for me only because when you fought Master Renzo Gracie, my instructor, when I was in that corner, it was Rickson Gracie, the legend, Half Gracie, the late, great Hyan Gracie, and me, little Italian guy. So I just to be in the corner with, some of my...
With greatness.
Yes.
And a greatness and a huge thing, right?
And Renzo, no matter how old he is, always came to fight.
I was busy doing everything, and then my dad was like, "Oh, Renzo said he's really training his boxing for you. Renzo's so smart, that guy." So when we're doing everything, I'm really not even paying attention. I trained and everything. Then when I get there, then at the press conference and I stare down. Once I looked over at Renzo, that motherfucker's not afraid of nobody. You got it in a second.
BJ.
He's looking instantly right at me. I was like, holy shit. Because Rodrigo, it kind of wore on towards the end, like, oh, this guy just beat Matt and this and that. Renzo doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit. He's an animal.
Listen, and then towards the end, so you beat Renzo, but at the end of the fight, you just mounted him, and then the bell rings. So I'm walking, right? So I'm happy it ended then, because, you don't want to see your master mounted.
Right.
But
right.
So when it ended, we're walking.
He's all of our master. He's all of our master,
Everybody loves fucking Renzo Gracie. BJ, really? So we're going back. This is just funny because, with jiu-jitsu guys, it's always technical and this and that. He goes, so I'm going backstage with him, and I go up, and he's like, he mounted me at the end. He goes, but I was going to give him one punch from bottom. I go, what the fuck is that? Usually they're like, I was going to escape. He goes, I was going to give him one punch from bottom. But anyway, BJ, fuck, man. I love all war stories, man.
He's an animal, that guy.
Yeah, dude.
He's funny.
And I'm so privileged to come up underneath him.
It's like we were saying, like how, like you said it eloquently and perfectly, how Royce Gracie and all of them, they were coming in from that professional, kind of like, not McDojo angle, but just a nice quality, and then helping Renzo. It was just gangs. And the UFC was gangs, you got to realize. It was jiu-jitsu gang. No matter what, we'd all team up together if we had to. But then, it was all...
Renzo and Half, that side of the family, those brothers, and Hyan especially, Madman. Renzo's big thing was, we got enough friends. We could use some enemies. I got a million.